Hi there, hope you're doing great today. In today's quick video, we'll attempt to demystify some commonly used nomenclature: sponsor, operator, capital raiser, fund manager. For the most part, there's a pretty good amount of overlap across all these terms that are commonly used, but we'll share some of the nuances in today's quick video with you. But before we begin, this is just a quick reminder that our videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only and do not constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. So let's begin. Probably the most common term that you'll encounter is a syndicator, and that is the person, typically a group of people, that puts together the deal. They very often lead the deal or are part of the management team. And these are the people that you really want to do your diligence on. In fact, for any of these nomenclatures, you want to do the diligence on the person, but to the extent they're part of a larger team, you want to understand who that larger team is and their track record and operational expertise. Key sponsor, that could be part of the syndication team as well. In most cases, they are putting behind their name and personal balance sheet and liquidity that is often required, not only to take the deals down, but also required by lenders. In some cases, depending on their approach, their key sponsors who are very heavily involved, that are those that are involved at a more medium level, and those that are a little bit less involved. So you may hear that terminology again, but in most cases when you use the words key sponsor, that very often refers to the key people who are putting together the deal, who are the decision makers and who are running the deal. Then general partner, number 3, is a term, or GP, that you will hear very often used, and I guess that's a carryover from some of the legacy structures that were being put in place when syndications originated many years ago. But in today's day and age, most of these structures are set up as limited liability companies or LLCs, and LLCs typically have members, not general partners and limited partners. What the GP really is intended to signify is, again, the key syndicator, basically the people that are part of the management team, the people that are running the deal. Now, some GPs may have greater ownership share, some GPs may have lower ownership share and or level of influence. So again, when trying to determine who is really the decision maker behind the deal, you really want to look at the team that is putting the deal together, the key principal, the key syndicator. Now, operator is another term commonly used, and these are the people ultimately who run the deal, who run the day-to-day. Again, very often that will be the key syndication team. And if you're investing through a capital partner who is perhaps part of the management team and has other ancillary duties, but may or may not necessarily have the majority ownership share or be the key decision maker, they may be a key influencer but not the ultimate decision maker. You definitely want to understand who the underlying team of operators is, who are the syndicators putting the deal together. And then the last one that's probably a little bit more clear is a fund manager. Typically, fund managers invest in syndications as limited partners, and so they may have a certain level of influence given the size of the checks that they bring to the table, but they're not involved in the day-to-day operations, and so for that reason they don't carry the same type of liability as general partners or the syndicator and the operators carry. So syndicator, operator used very often, GP are used very often interchangeably, but within those you want to find nuances of who's really running the deal, who the key decision makers are. And then when you hear the terms capital raiser or fund manager, those typically refer to capital partners who would join in a more passive capacity. So hopefully that helps demystify or clarify some of the confusion there. If you'd like to chat further, you're always welcome to comment below or DM me, and I'll be happy to help demystify or clarify some of this nomenclature. And if you found today's video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.